Water under the bridge, Pet. We all have our little rebellions when we're young. Her mother, of course, had a different opinion. On the tense car ride home from Nula's, she'd warned, "To steal from Nula! Nula! After all she's done for us! From now on, if I ever catch you stealing so much as an extra salt packet from McDonald's, I swear I'll send you off to spend the summer on your granddad's farm. He'll straighten you out, so he will." Breda knew this wasn't an empty threat. One of the things she liked the most, and the least, about her mother was that if Breda Moriarity said she was going to do something, she did it. Like the moving to America thing, or the opening her own beauty salon thing, or the no phone until you start 8th grade thing. It didn't matter that Breda had never even met her Granda, that he had never so much as sent her a birthday card, or that they only spoke to him once a year, on Christmas Day, a brief phone call that always ended with Mora pouring herself a huge glass of Bailey's over ice and glaring into the fake fireplace until the tears that trembled at the ends of her lash extensions melted away, back into her eyes. Breda knew her mother wasn't bluffing. He'll straighten you out, so he will. And so, terrified at the idea of being shipped away to spend her summer with a grouchy old stranger, Breda kept her promise. For a while, anyway. But then, one morning near the end of 7th grade, she woke up with an ache in her belly. She ate a slice of dry toast for breakfast, which helped for a little while. But later that morning, and all through lunch, the pain got worse and worse. She should have known what it was. She'd read enough books on the subject to know what to expect when the time finally came. But she didn't. Not until gym class, when she snuck away from her pickleball scrimmage to use the bathroom and saw the smear of blood in her underwear. "Help!" she had whispered, looking around the metal stall in a panic. But it was too late. The blood, Breda was horrified to discover, had already seeped through to her white gym shorts. How long had it been there? Had she been running around with a crimson stain on her butt, bending down, chasing after pickleballs for the entire class? Had Layla Garcia, the most popular girl in school who wore green contact lenses and had probably been using tampons since 5th grade, noticed? Had one of the other girls in Layla's clique? Or a boy? Why hadn't anyone bothered to tell her? Because it was more fun to laugh about it behind her back? Lacking any real supplies, Breda had stuffed her underwear with wads of toilet paper, changed back into her regular clothes, silently thanking her morning self for choosing black jeans to wear to school that day, and hid out in the locker room until the bell rang. She made it through the rest of the day, shuffling slowly from PE to math to language arts, so as not to dislodge the toilet paper situation in her pants. When she finally got home, to the little house that always smelled of hairspray and ham, she had scrubbed vigorously at her gym shorts with a stain stick before tossing them into the washing machine with extra bleach. But when she took them out of the dryer, the stain was still there. It had simply faded to a hideous rust color so that now, instead of looking like blood, it looked like diarrhea. She thought about asking her mom, a person who worked with chemical hair dyes for a living, for help in removing the stain. Ever since they'd gone to Target to buy Breda her first bra in 6th grade, her mom had been speculating about when Breda would get her first period. "First come the boobs," she'd proclaimed loudly as she dug through the racks of undergarments, her fake nails clacking against the hangers. "And next comes the blood." Well, now the blood had arrived, and Breda knew her mom would expect to be the first to hear about it. And maybe if this was still 6th grade, Breda would have told her. She could imagine it, how her mom would have doted on her, welcoming her to womanhood with a heating pad and a dose of Midol and a big pack of maxi pads. How they would have snuggled on the couch together, eating Irish chocolate and watching terrible Bravo television. And how it would have been an awesome end to an awful day. But as she stood before the washing machine, examining her ruined shorts, Breda felt a sudden wash of anger. Now that her mom owned her own salon, Breda practically had to pencil appointments into the calendar just to hang out with her. Sometimes she felt like just another client instead of Mora's only child.